So pull back a little bit here in the market, not a lot, but everything's red right now. All the indexes are red right now. Microsoft trying to bounce again. Roblox also still moving down. Then IWM trying to bounce slightly. Joe points out the pre-market low on that was 227.47 on IWM. 227.47 pre-market low. Okay, just gotta watch again. I'm just riding my IWMs. I'm gonna just see how they work. I'm not looking to do anything at the moment. The market had a big pull down and then a big bounce, and now it's just digesting. So it's very hard to know what's going to happen from here. Again, the market internals are bearish, so it's very difficult to jump into too many longs here right now, or any for that matter. Thanks, Toby. I appreciate that. Toby said he just bought the lifetime membership, so we're stuck together. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for you. I appreciate that, though. Thanks very much. It's really a good deal. And again, listen, I'm not a marketer. I'm a trader. That's what I do. I'm a professional trader. I love technicals. I love to trade, so that's what I do. But I think that getting the SPY super system just by itself for a lifetime for $2,500 is a bonus, and you get the room for a lifetime as well. I mean, it's really an excellent deal. So I appreciate it, Toby. Welcome aboard. I appreciate your being in the room. Gonna watch again, just watching the IWM. It's still holding below the VWAP here. Again, I have 228 puts on this thing. So I may have seen the money to it just a tiny bit here. It got above the money, so it was out of the money. Now it's pulling back. It could have probably gone with a 229 put on it, but I didn't. Yeah, the market internals still showing no particular signs of support here. Triple Q's a little bit of a move. Tesla still moves sliding down. In TTD, miraculously, we're able to get out of that. Anybody who sold the whole thing this morning, made a decent profit on it, so nice job on that. Cisco was also a very nice time spread for us overnight. Thanks, Toby. Yeah, I know you've been in the room for a good long time, Toby. I didn't mean to mean you just coming in, but I appreciate your getting the lifetime membership for the. I appreciate that, and if you're a member now and you want to convert to the lifetime and get this Fi Super system, it depends on whether you have the software already or not. But if you do, you can, and you did a subscription for a year, you can get it for roll it to lifetime, and you're going to get prorated on the what you paid for already. Cisco coming on. We're done with Cisco. All right, gotta look around for some things here. I'm gonna look around and see what I can find. I'm most likely look for some straddles and strangles, because I don't really have a good feel for what the market's gonna do here. I mean, the PPI numbers was awful. The recovery was beautiful. I don't know what's gonna happen. YouTube on, I get everything on here. Get the shit out of me. Now you're switching to this?
No, that's just for the back.
So you gave me the other stuff for the back
Oh, I
yesterday.
did? Alright, let's do this because I can't smell the back.
Jesus
Your
Christ.
Kleenex store.
Huh?
And I brought your Kleenex store.
Well, thank you.
Hey Google, what's the high in Charleston today?
Today in Charleston, expect a high of 87 degrees.
Not bad.
Hey Google, what's the heat index in Charleston?
Right now in Charleston, the heat index is 97.
You're so kind to me.
All right, here we go.
Thank
You are all set to go. You going for
you. Allergies.
Allergies.
Yeah, I've been doing my troubleshooting. That worked.
All right. So again, I'm just watching the market here. I'm looking around for anything that might allow me to do some straddles or strangles or something. And I'll be looking for some time spreads over as well. Deere come in pretty hard today on earnings. John Deere down about 8%. Sitting right on the 200-day moving average. IWM with a nice little flush there. The IWM puts are looking pretty nice right now. Okay, I took profits off my IWM puts. That was a nice profit on IWM. Just took some nice profits on IWM. I'm out of that. Okay, so I'm out of the IWM puts. Just trying to get into a John Deere strangle, but I can't get filled on it. Spreads are too wide on it right now. And they just had earnings today, so I think I'm going to hold off on that for a bit. Okay, so I'm out. I took profits on my IWM puts. It was nice nice move down here in this this flush candle right there. That get me out, so we'll take a look at it later. About 11:30, coming up on 11:30 right now. Okay, so recapping the market, we had a PPI number today that came in extremely weak. 0.9, or I guess strong, I guess you would consider it. Weak for the market. Came in 0.9, expecting 0.2. Very big number on PPI, which basically throws into question any rate cuts in September. They were about 85 or 90% likely as of yesterday. This morning they're down to 50-50. So again, the PPI number is concerning, make the markets concerned about inflation. So what did the market do? Marched right back up got green before it pulled back again today. So it recovered pretty nicely from that PPI drop, and now it's pulling back. As far as our positions are concerned, we're still in Roblex, which pulled down this morning and then bounced. And it bounced above the 8 just a bit ago. Now it's back down right to the 15 again. Microsoft position also pulled down. Again, it's the put credit spread. As long as it stays above 515, we're fine. It went down to the 15 EMA right here and bounced off of it. TTD, we took profits in on a little news blurb this morning that pushed TTD down. You can see this just drop here based on news that I think it was Target or Walmart or something was not going to start using, was not going to use the trade desk anymore. So that sent that down. So we were able to take profits on that. I sold the remainder at $4. And so if you didn't sell any yesterday, you had made a nice profit of that. Cisco, we get out at 30 cents, so that was also a nice winner. So a nice winner in Cisco, a nice winner in TTD. Microsoft still looks good. Roblex is still questionable here. Still kind of fighting with that one. Of course, TTD looked questionable yesterday. We got a nice break on that. So that's where we are right now. That's what the market's done. There's our positions. I'm looking for straddles, strangles, also looking for some time spreads for tonight. And again, I took profits on the IWM. I did take the IWM SPY Super System off this morning off the IWM, and worked out nicely. I was in it for quite a long time, but this flush candle right here gave me a beautiful profit on that thing. IWM trying to bounce a little bit again. I'm out of the position. SPY trying to bounce a little bit here. And Qs also trying to bounce a little bit. Might be a pretty choppy day. August, it's really hard to say, but it's pretty choppy. We came down to yesterday's low, pretty much yesterday's low, and bounced off of that. That's pretty much, I mean, the low yesterday on the SPY was 642.28, 642.28. And the low this morning, 645.55. I'm sorry, 642.34. So 642.68, and today's low 642.34. It fell below it, bounced off of it. It bounced right off of the low. Moved up, not to yesterday's high, but above yesterday's close. And then now it's pulled back again. It's again right on this algo line on the SPY. The triple Qs doing pretty much the same thing, also pulling back off of their highs. but they went down and touched yesterday's low, went below it, and right now yesterday's low in the Q is 578.94, about 579. So we're right at it on yesterday's low on the Qs. And IWM hasn't really done much of anything today except go down. Again, that's why I took the SPY super system on the IWM. I thought it was the only index you could trade short. We got the market internals short, so thus I took that one. So again, TTD, nice trade. Cisco, nice trade. Microsoft still looks fine. Again, John Deere with a big pull down here on this morning on earnings. Went right to the 50-day, the 200-day moving average right there, sitting right on it. I'm doing a straddle on TTD. So this is today's straddle. whoops. It's simple here. TTD. Okay, we're doing a straddle. We're doing a straddle anyway. I'm buying the August 15th. This is just an overnight straddle now, or today. By the August 15th, 51 calls and 51 puts. And whoops, puts. And you should be able to do it for about $1.60 to about $1.63. Okay. TTD straddle. Expiring tomorrow. The ATR on this thing, by the way, and you have to kind of look beyond the ATR of this big gap down that it had over here in earnings. But if you even go back to what it was before that, it's about $3.50. So we'll see if we can't get a move like that. Again, I'm much more comfortable with non-directional trades in this market right now. I don't know what it's going to do. Gordon, when did I enter IWM? Well, you have to go back and look. Let me look at my platform. Gary, if Microsoft stays in the neighborhood of the current price, will it be profitable come August 22nd? Oh yeah, absolutely. Time if it stays where it is right now on Microsoft, because Microsoft's trading right now at 522, right? 522. We've got a 515 put. If this thing closed at 522 next Friday, we would keep the whole $1.05 if we let it go that far. I'm going to try to close it at a dime. Yeah, be profitable. That's the whole point of a credit spread. Is you can make money on it if a stock goes up, if it goes sideways, or even if it goes down, as long as it stays above your short put. Let's see. Let me check to see when I entered IWM. I don't remember. Uh, 1025. Right in here. So I had to ride this move up, and then ride it back down again, and I get out right here. I made about 35 to 40% on the trade. Okay, in TTD. Ari had to go up to $1.65 in TTD. Yeah, that's okay. 165 is fine. Again, there's some news in there, which surprisingly did not really seem to move the options up very much. I thought it would be more expensive than what it is. So it could go sideways and we'd lose on it, but I still like. I think the potential on it is pretty good. Again, straddle and TTD. Alright, there's a SPY. Pulled back again, red for the day again. Well above the low this morning, right down here, 642.33 or so. It filled the gap, went green, and now it's gone back to red again. Very hard to figure out what's going on here in the market. The VOLD, the market internals, still bearish. Still bearish. T2104, still bearish. Hasn't shown any indication of moving up. And I'm out of the IWM. I took a nice profit, about 35% profit on that. Alfie's here. Smoke love being crab. Smoke love being crab. Walking in the tall grass.
I know, he looks like he's on safari, doesn't he? On safari. Little bro on
Sunshine you're heading over to Mount
right
Pleasant.
now.
Yeah. I'm gonna shut the door for him.
I should go get my. Yeah.
Market bounced right back up again after those big bad PPI numbers.
Oh yeah.
Nobody can figure out what's going on here. It's like the best times.
Those came through.
But there was a bunch of them right there.
Well, no, I had two on.
Oh.
Maybe the second one.
You never know with Allison. You never know with Allison. She comes out of the woodwork sometimes. She's yelling about today. I don't care how long it What the hell?
Shut the door. Really? You really want that?
What?
I'm saying my children, she really like that.
She does. Wonderful.
Really dramatic.
The hell with the cock Montreal. Ralphie's probably come back in. Where'd he go?
Okay, we got Ruby.
Oh, he's back up on the couch.
You have extra cookies over there?
I do have.
Oh.
I'll give him one. I don't have his favorites anymore, though. I'm out of them, I think. There's your cookies right here.
Tell me you're a very busy man, not to bother you.
He doesn't have bacon bits anymore.
Huh?
He doesn't have. This is the last of his bacon bits.
Oh yeah, so you say he likes the round ones.
Yeah. With pepperoni. He's not a big fan of pepperoni.
Oh, but I meant he doesn't like the flat Trader Joe's, he likes the round.
Oh, well, sometimes he eats it. I don't. Who knows? He'll eat the flat Trader Joe's, but they're not his first choice. Right now, they're sitting here on the ground on the thing, waiting for me to get him what he likes.
Allison said she made it to the office on time,
Wow.
and the girl was a no-show.
Oh, for Christ's sake! Yeah, that's easy. $100. Whatever she charges her. She didn't show up. Always a bane. Eat your cookies. Eat your cookies. SPY with a little bounce here. Market bounce. Now look at here on the market internals. That's the first indication we've had of any move up in it. Now that's going to be a small move. It's most likely a very tiny slip to the upside. I wouldn't read a lot into that right now. Let's take a look at it and see. Yeah, I would not read a lot into this. See, it's still just barely above 20. That's a very tiny move in it right now. The T2104 is really not showing that yet. So that's a very small move, and I wouldn't take that to the bank. It's turned blue, but again, this is a very small move. So just be cautious of this. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see it head right back down to red again. You know, it's obviously reflecting a little bit of a move up in the SPY right here. Whoops, I was muted. Sorry. Yeah, again, be cautious of this trend up here. It's very small, and it may be short-lived. It goes right back down again. So be careful of that. You've got to when it gets above 20 and it's sloping up, it's going to switch to blue, like it did here on the SPY. But this is not a very sharp move up, and the T2104 is not even reflecting any move up. Hey, Heaven, good morning again over the YouTube folks. Heaven, good morning. Thanks for being here again today. Again, been kind of a crazy day. Again, PPI coming in very big this morning, 0.9% versus 0.3 expected, 0.2 expected. A very big number on PPI as far as producer price index. Very cautionary tale for upcoming inflation, which of course the Fed is going to look at. The likelihood of a rate cut in September went from about 85% down to about 50% off of that. But the market recovered pretty nicely off of it. You see the SPY moved right up and then pulled back, and now it's trying to bounce again. So we may be in for a fairly choppy day right now. And again, I haven't taken any directional trades. I just took a straddle on TTD. We closed a nice profit on the Cisco time spread, in for 20 and 22, out for 30. We closed TTD for a profit today, so shockingly enough, we had some news on it. It pulled down hard. I got out for $4. I know some people were getting out for, for 20, 380, 380, 360. But we took a profit on the trade, which is good news. And we're still in Microsoft. Microsoft looks fine. Roblex has been again kind of a bit of a problem for us. It's still sitting right on the 15 EMA right now. Microsoft looking nice. 523 needs to stay above 515 by next Friday. We keep our money that we collected when we put that put credit spread on. Netflix was a pretty nice move up today. Palantir moved down today. Crisps had a big pullback yesterday, a bounce today. Now it's just putting in a doji candle. And Tesla is pulled back down right below the algo line again, coming back up, coming back to the 8 exponential moving average. Pretty significant drop in Tesla from that resistance line yesterday. Went up and hit it, pulled back, and then today opened here and moved up a little bit this morning, and then pulled right back almost to the 8. The 8's right here, the 8 exponential moving average. Actually, not a bad potential long for a Tesla if it gets back above that algo line again. What?
Nothing, Is that you or me?
What?
From some kind of message and.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't you?
No. I don't think so. I didn't hear anything.
It was me.
No.
Okay. Finally going, believe it or not.
Really? What time can you get a shot over there?
Yep. Shots and toxins. Looks like you still have plenty of Aldi cookies?
Huh?
You still have plenty of
I
Aldi?
got another box of the vanilla ones, yeah.
Is that one half full or half almost empty, the open one?
The chocolate one? That's gone.
Tuesdays it starts at 11. Okay.
Better? All right, be very careful. Good coffee.
Yes, it's tea.
Tea and water. All right, be very careful, I leave you. See you later. Hey, we ate the cookies, good boy. Good boy. All right. Step away for a second. Back now. Watching the SPY bounce back up again, right to the VWAP here, right on the VWAP. About a little after 12 o'clock. Probably take lunch around 12:15, between 12:15 12:30. So again, the market is, this is really pretty slow market now. We had a big gap down off the PPI numbers, a nice run up to get green, and now we're just chopping here. So hard to put on anything long term right now. Long term being overnight. Gets TTD. We took profits in this morning. Amazingly enough, that was good. Took profits in Cisco. That was a nice trade as well. Microsoft looks good. Roblox still looks questionable. We'll see what it does here. It's bouncing back up again now, off of the low, back up above the 15 EMA again. What do I think about an MSTR strangle? RA 372.50, 370. Straddle costs about 12. HJR is 18. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a Bitcoin, so obviously this is Bitcoin stock is down pretty hard this morning. It's kind of bounced. I'd rather on these trades like this, I prefer to get them nearer the low and near the high. But this isn't bad. But you do have a 100-day moving average right there to offer resistance, and you got support down here. So I'd be a little hesitant just because the support and resistance is so close. But it's a decent price on that if you want to take that one. I'm not going to, but it's a decent price. TTD trading right at 50, 50.50 right now. So we're in the money on the put side by about $0.50. Gary, you didn't get filled in TTD. Whoops. You didn't get filled in TTD. Yeah, I would take it 165, sure. You can get it 165, I'd take it. The thing is, right now, it's trading at 150. Let's see what it's trading at. 50.46. So let me take a look at that. You might want to put different strikes on. It's trading at 50.50. You could put a 50 put on and a 51 call on. 50 put and a 51 call. If you did a 50 put and a 51 call right now, let me shut this down for a second. 50 put, 51 call, about $1.12. So you could do a 50 put and a 51 call for $1.12. That'd be preferable because you're trading right in between those two strikes. So you can change the 51s to do a 50 put and a 51 call for $1.12. Okay, cheaper, and stock needs to still move 50 cents to get to either one of your strikes, but you're getting in for less, about $1.12. So that's what I would do at this point where the stock price is. Okay, you got filled at $1.63. Okay, that's fine. You missed the alert to sell some TTD at $1.90 and sold all of them, all four. That was a nice price. Yeah, that was a nice price, Ron. Sometimes news works in our favor. That was a good. Ended up being a good trade. A lot of people sold them all. They didn't sell any yesterday, so because that was pretty late in the day when we did that. Let's see, any questions here? Nope. Okay, pretty good. Again, I'm going to have lunch here in probably about 10-15 minutes. Again, this looks like a pretty much chopped day here right now. Q's moved up, moved back down, just choppy now, very choppy. The market journal is still holding up bearish. TTD still coming in here, down to 50.38. 51 puts right now are in the money by about 60 cents. Harry, how about an I bet straddle? The ATR is about $1.50. It's bounced up here today. The straddle costs $1.30. Not too bad. It's stuck between the 8 and the 15 here. Again, I have to look at the daily chart of these things, and again, it's stuck here between the 8 and the 15, and it's going to take something to break it through there. So, again, because of that, I wouldn't touch it. And if it breaks down below the 15 here, then I would consider putting a straddle on at that point. Q's coming in. IWM still coming down. IWM almost down to, in fact, it's below the the high of Tuesday, 226.98. So down below that. It's got support at 226.29. 226.29 in the IWM is support. High volume support. SPY again, trying to bounce off the low here. Still down about 0.3%. Triple Q's down about 0.3%. IWM down about 2%. Big difference. IWM very weak compared to the market. It was very strong compared to the market yesterday, very weak compared to the market today. All right, I'm going to get some lunch here in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and shut down the YouTube feed. Thanks, everybody. YouTube for being here today. Appreciate it. Thanks very much. Again, we had an interesting day today with the PPI numbers come in so high. Market fell down really hard off of the PPI numbers, then recovered, back went green for the day, and then is recently after that pullback, and has now gone red by about 0.3% or a little less on the SPY and the Qs. Market internals have been basically down all day long. All right, everybody. So thanks very much, YouTube folks. I'll see you